Hey y'all, it's TxStampin Sharon. I am here with y'all live on Thursday night, January the 27th at 7 o'clock p.m. If you're watching the replay, I do hope you enjoy it. I love shaker cards. I mean, any way you can do them, I love them. So I'm just gonna do a little refresh here. I'm thinking that my computer isn't catching up with what I'm talking about. So let's just make sure we're good to go. It said I still had 15 minutes and I was like, 15 minutes? No, it's 7 o'clock. I want to say hello to all of my stamping friends that are in the chat. I love jumping on early, get all my stuff set up, and then start chatting with you guys, see how you're doing. So there's no such thing as being early. You're just coming for social hour before I start the live. So I hope that you will join us and get to know some of the other stampers in here. So it's super fun. All right, I think we are good to go now. It says I can go live now. I'm telling you, I've just had so much fun. I've got all this new equipment ready to go, and I needed one more thing. So the last thing finally arrived today. So I'm hoping on Mystery Monday, I can go live with my new equipment and y'all won't see me pushing my finger and moving the thing. It'll be so professional. You're gonna be so proud of me. But if it goes wrong on Monday, y'all are gonna be patient, right? Oh, hello there, my friend Kate. I am recovered from the retreat. I think today was the first day that I felt like, oh, okay, I'm over it. Not that I'm over it. Don't get me wrong that way. I'm just saying it's a long day. It's a fun day. We have so much fun doing them and sharing the ideas. And for all of you who were at the Creative 8 retreat on Saturday, I hope that you loved it. I hope you were inspired. We work really hard to inspire you with different folds, different techniques, just all kinds of fun stuff. So I should have turned that computer off over there. I can see myself on the big screen. It's like when y'all put me on TV. Oh, fun, so fun. Hello, Suzette. Hi, Linda. Hello, Robin. Hello, Nancy Weaver. How are you? Oh, good. You're going to be patient with me. I will do some practice runs. I've got a fancy new Mac. I'm set. I am all set, and I feel very confident. So that's all it takes, right? Let's see. Hello, Gail. Hi, Deborah. I see. Oh, hello, Marilyn from Belton, Texas. You're just right up the road from me. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am from Kyle, Texas. So if I talk a little funny on some of my words, you'll know why. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 24 years, and this is my gig. I love coming on and sharing different ideas, different techniques, and inspiring you to hopefully give them a try. I do have some Facebook pages. If you want to share your creations, say, okay, I'm gonna go make that shaker card like she did. You can do it in my different Facebook groups. I have a TxStampin Sharon's Stamping Friends, and I am trying to figure out how to switch my business page to TxStampin Sharon because that's who I am everywhere else. So anyway, oh, thank you, Renee. She says she's not here for professional. Well, when you see this equipment, it looks pretty professional. So I'm just saying. Anyway, we just have a lot of fun here on Thursday nights and on Mondays when I go live on YouTube with my mystery Mystery Monday. Linda Pohl says, we don't talk funny. They do. You know, I have gone to other states and they don't understand me, and I'm like, what's not to understand? Anyway, oh good. Nancy said that their retreat was so much fun. She's been making some great cards. Yay! That's what we want to do with the retreats. We want to inspire y'all. We do have another retreat. We have already announced the date. I did not put my flyer up, but it is April 23rd, I think. It's in April. You'll hear me talk more about it when we get closer. I'm still getting over the other one, remember? Okay, I know that a lot of you're here from all over the country and you're cold. I'm reading all those comments. We actually had a balmy 60 degrees here in Central Texas, so I was pretty happy with that. It got up to 60. That's it, just 60 here at the house. So, yeah, it's, this Texas weather is so crazy. We always say, if you don't like it, just hang around. It'll change. I do want to welcome my friend Michelle Batson. She is my helper here on my lives. If I knew she wasn't coming, it starts to make me panic a little bit because she helps me help y'all. When I'm doing my presentation, I try to glance over and look at the comments, and that always throws me off. But she is so helpful to answer your questions or direct you wherever you're wanting to go. I am doing shaker cards tonight, and I put in the chat that I do have another shaker cards video that is totally different from this one. There's so many ways that you can do shaker cards. So if you're ever looking for something, most likely I have it on my YouTube channel. There's a little magnifying glass on my channel, and you can click that and search. So search for shaker cards, and you'll find tonight's, and then you will find the other ones that I did that, like I said, they're totally different. You can use the clear envelopes that Stampin' Up! Sells and put your stuff in there and seal that sucker up. There's so many ways to do shaker cards. They're super fun. Don't be intimidated. I'm gonna walk you through step by step how to do this easy shaker card. So I am going to turn well, hello, Serene. Is it Serene from the Netherlands? Is Jackie Boyhuis on here? I just saw somebody say hi, Jackie. Oh, great. Is she on here critiquing me? She's supposed to be on vacation. She's supposed to be resting. Okay, I see I'm saying your name, but I don't know. I'm not going to go all the way back. Let's turn the cameras around and let's get started. Jackie, behave. Oh my goodness. That's all I need. I don't need any, what do they say, hecklers in the corner. Jackie and I have been friends forever. And I mean, we're like sisters, honestly. We're not just friends, we're like sisters. So, weather sounds awful on the East Coast. Oh, okay, I see clumping stampers now. Okay. I didn't hear about the weather. I have been glued to my computer all day and I haven't looked up. Okay, how about this fun shaker card? All right, let's do the shake. Shake, shake, shake. I love shaker cards. My grandkids love shaker cards. I have learned, though, with one of those little grandsons that I have to be very good about making sure that stuff doesn't shake out. And so I'm going to give you some tips tonight to help you so that if you have a rambunctious, well, he's 5 now, a 5-year-old grandchild or child, that they don't shake it all out as soon as they open it up. So we're going to get started. I am using the Rainbow of Happiness. Let me move that computer just a little bit. It's in my way. I don't like the darkness. So I am using the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set. And I was quite intrigued by this right here. And this is what inspired me to make my whole card. Can you believe that? Because it was so long and skinny, I was like, I'm up for the challenge. I'll play with you first. And then, of course, we have the Brilliant Rainbow dies. I'm telling you, I've had a lot of fun with this stamp set. I do have some other cards to share with y'all when I'm done making our shaker card. Kay says she needs to try a shaker card. Okay, girlfriend, pay attention. You're gonna learn, and then you're gonna do it. I do have a free download that will be on my blog after the live. Don't go anywhere. Y'all stay right here. At 8 p.m. Central, the blog will go live and you will be able to get this free download so that you will feel confident to make this card. But more than anything else, it gives you, when you guys go get these downloads, it gives you that reminder, you know, instead of which Pinterest board was that on? What blog post was that on? If you go over to my blog and download it, you can save it to your computer or you can print it off. Okay, so let me grab a few things here. We're gonna get some supplies ready. So, do y'all use these to clean your house? Well, I do sometimes too. However, I like to clean my window sheets because they get very staticky, and lint and all kinds of, you know, pieces of paper from your table will stick to them. So that's why we have our Swiffer sheet. I do clean the dust bunnies sometimes. I'm using some scraps that I have from, and I'm going to show you this in the catalog, by the way, because I think it's a hidden gem. So in the mini catalog, first, here is the stamp set, okay, that I'm using. And I do want to point out that the rainbow dies are sold separately, or you can get them as a bundle. So don't forget to look at the bottom and look at your options, okay? All right, so let me look at my other tab here. I say that this is a hidden gem because it's just a corner of it. It's just a piece of this beautiful supple shimmer. I don't know where they came up with that name. I would have called it blue and pink, but they didn't ask me. But yeah, I just think it's a hidden gem. So when you're looking at the catalog, you got to kind of look over the whole page. Oh yeah, let's go back to this one because I wanted to show you as I was looking at this when I made my purchase. Let me pull that down a little bit. I think I zoomed in too much. Let's see if we can fix that. Let's come out just a little. There we go. That's better. There's that cloud punch, another little hidden gem. You know, you're looking at the samples and you go, well, where'd the clouds come from? They're not in the dies. Right here at the bottom. See, you got to look at the whole picture, the whole page. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't have a catalog, you can look below the link and get request one from me. I'm happy to send you that. We're going to use some foam adhesive strips. These are awesome. I use these on other things besides shaker cards. Now, I have already made this card, right? So what you need to do is you're going to need to cut, if you want your card to look like mine, you're going to need to cut the rainbow portion out of both colors, okay? When you do that, you have extra pieces to make another card. I also played with the rainbow glimmer paper to see what that looked like. And I cut it different ways. So I didn't actually make a card with it, but since I had cut them, I wanted to show you. When I cut the rainbow dies, see if you can see, we'll do it this way. It didn't quite rainbow out enough. I wanted it to rainbow that way, and I didn't want to waste any more paper because I was so hooked on this design. So just keep that in mind if you decide to try the rainbow glimmer paper to make your shaker card. Okay, I got lots of bits and pieces that I've already cut out. Oh yeah, so then I did it in green. Oh yeah, I did waste some more. So there's the green. We'll get those out of the way. And we're gonna use these pieces for tonight's card. I'm sure that I will go back and use the rainbow paper and still make one. It's still gonna be pretty because to me, it was all about the glitz. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna cut out your pieces. The next thing we wanna do is we wanna take our cloud punch. It's hiding behind my laptop. Punches are the best, aren't they? Let me know in the chat if you love punches because I love punches. So I know that I need 2 of these, and I'm kind of walking you through exactly what my instructions are. I just think it's easier if you get everything ready ahead of time, and then you're just kind of doing an assembly. So we've got those. Let's move this out of the way. And then I have two tiny little clouds that I cut out with the dies. That is still bugging me. Okay, we fixed the lighting problem. No, it's a shadow and it's driving me crazy. Jackie, don't laugh at me. Okay, now Stampin' Up! Sells window sheets, as we started talking a while ago, and you can see I've got some dust, so we're gonna make sure that we clean those off. And that one looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna set those right on top so that it doesn't touch my desk anymore and pick up any other dust. All right, so we've got everything ready. And I've got my card base. Oh, this is too funny. It was because I was chatting with Jackie before I went live. I was supposed to die cut this piece, so now I have to go get my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and we got to die cut it. I thought I did. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all know when you join me live, there ain't no telling what's gonna happen. I think what I decided was, oh, I'm good. I've already cut these out. I'm good. I'm all set up for tonight. Those of you who watch me regularly on Thursday night, you know this isn't unusual. This is not unusual. We just have a good time. And, you know, if I'd have reached over and gotten my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, I wouldn't have had to admit to you, would I? Oh, fun. But those of you who have also watched me do the Stampin' Cut and Emboss on a live know that I'm too short to do it very well with my table. So that's why I don't like to use it. Not that I don't like to use the machine. I love to use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. If you have trouble with this moving on you when you're in your studio or your craft area, put a silicone, this is just our silicone sheets, okay? Put one of those underneath it and it keeps it solid. I had somebody email me the other day and say that she struggled with, whoops, I need my die thing. She struggled with her machine. She wishes that she could clamp it to her table. I was like, oh, you don't need to clamp it. Just get a silicone mat. Okay, now we're set. I know you guys are just chatting anyway. You're not even paying attention to me, are you? All right, we got that. Now, okay, so it really is good because in my instructions, I tell you to leave about 1/2 inch. We don't want to cut too close. Number one, your little sequins will fall out. So we want to bring this over about 1/2 inch, okay? We need about 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here because of how we're going to add the foam adhesive sheets, okay? Or strips, not adhesive sheets. Let's pull that out. Okay, wish me luck. Oh, it moved. Okay, wish me luck. There we go. See, it's not moving. It's just that I'm too short to reach under the camera. So Donna has a big silicone mat under her die cutting machine. She said it works great. It really does. I mean, if you don't have a big one, just know that you've got your silicone mat on your table to use with your adhesives, and that works great. Okay, we're in business now. Okay, we don't need all those pieces. So this is what it looks like when you cut it out. Move that over there. Okay, so when I give you the instructions, I tell you, and I'm really going to stress this on the video, I want you to place this, we want to get it centered. I know it's white on white, so it's hard to tell, but you want it centered. You're just going to lay it there. You're not going to glue it, okay? We're not gonna adhere it yet. We're gonna take these pieces and we're gonna put them into place so that you know exactly where they're gonna go, okay? We are gonna use Jackie's favorite, the green glue. She knows it's not my favorite. However, all right, where'd my silicone mat go? This really does work best when you are trying to place these colored strips in the right spot. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna straighten this back up. And then we're just gonna put this right in there. Now we want to make sure that we didn't glue anything down wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna lift that back up and I'm gonna press that down. Okay. Then I'm gonna put this back again and I'm gonna do the next one. Now this is my way of doing it. I haven't watched to see how anybody else has done it, but you know, when you're trying to eyeball it, you're like, well, how do I get those back in there to where they match? Okay, so now we're gonna do it again. We're gonna make sure we're straight. If you're off a little bit, it's okay. And we're gonna pick this up. So it's just kind of a wash, rinse, and repeat kind of thing. You just want to make sure that these are down good. And y'all know my trick. If your fingers get tacky, which is usually what happens with me, I will grab my hand sanitizer and just give it a little squirt. And then that way it gets the tacky off so that I don't get glue on the wrong pieces, especially my window sheet. I don't like to get glue on the window sheet because you can't get it off. So, all right, so back. So we're using this as a template. So I'm gonna put my template back. There we go. And then we're gonna grab the next one. I haven't seen my name flash up in red, so you guys must be doing okay over there. Now, who was it? Maria? Maria had not made shaker cards, so this one might be a little intimidating, and so don't forget, I have those other videos that you can go watch, or that other video for sure. I know there's one. So we're gonna give this a little rub. Oh, by the way, guys, all right. If y'all know me, my regular viewers know me, excuse me, I am not one to say, now get off the video and go bye, bye, bye. But I will tell you that, uh-oh, that one moved. This one is on low inventory. Excuse me. Uh-oh. I think I'll be fine, but I'm gonna try to get it up. Try to move it over just a little bit. Perfect. Excuse me, let me grab a drink of water. So this bundle is on low inventory. They will get it again. However, if you don't have it and you want it, you might consider getting it pretty quick. Just saying. All right, our last one. Oh, y'all are talking about the green glue, I see. I do use it a lot, but like Jackie knows, it's not exactly my favorite. So we're gonna put this one right here. Okay, moving our template. There we go. So now we have that part done. And Michelle's talking about the hand sanitizer for getting ink off of your fingers. Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna do that one more time because I still have a little bit. Isn't that pretty just by itself? Oh, and look, matches my nails. You think I planned that? I sure did. No, I didn't, I promise. All right, so now we're gonna play with this template piece. And we're gonna get our window sheets, and I'm being very careful. I don't have any glue on my fingers. We want to put one of these directly on the back. Okay, so I actually, and you know, I gave you in the instructions that these two pieces are actually the same size. Sometimes it's a little hard. The window sheet might slip a little bit. So if it's hard for you, you may even want to just take off a skosh. Do y'all know what a skosh is? Hold on, let me get my trimmer. I'll show y'all what a skosh is. So we're gonna put this on here. This is measured at 4 inches, and we're just gonna take off, I'll show you what a skosh is. It doesn't even measure on the trimmer. That's a skosh. Can y'all see that? It's just a tiny sliver. Just take off a sliver. How's that? If you don't understand skosh. So take it off of both the side and the bottom. All right. So let's get this back in here. Don't forget, we want to flip it over now because we're adding the adhesive to the back. Kate Wright says, found a hand sanitizer that has aloe vera in it. Helps to keep your hands from drying out so much. You're right. There is one. Mine just says moisturizing, but I have gone through, I have had the ones with aloe in it, and you're absolutely right. And when we're messing with cardstock, don't your hands dry out, ladies? Yes. And gentlemen, if there's any guys on here. Oh yeah, it's just like it's like a smidgen. Yeah, that's right. A skosh is a smidgen. Now I'm going to put some glue all the way around to add my window sheet. You could cut the window sheet down, but that's too much trouble. All right, now that I place that on the table, I'm going to grab this, get any lint off, and then we're going to put this on here. And the window sheet will slip, okay? So you kind of have to let that set for just a minute. If you have another silicone mat, that's great. You can just kind of sandwich it in between. I think I have like 4 of these. I don't know. There's quite a few. All right, we're gonna put that away for a minute. And then we're gonna get our foam adhesive strips out because we're going to use these to keep our little, oh, I didn't even show y'all the sequins. Our fun little sparkle and shine sequins. They do shine, how fun. All right, so we're gonna get these ready. And I'm telling you, there's a million in there, and it's kind of funny. It's almost like the backing to our dimensionals. I have found the little cute things everywhere. All right, so this has had a moment to set up since I did a little bit of chatting. Oh, I see Jackie must still be on here. You guys are chatting with her. You do want to make sure that there's no glue on your silicone mat when you're sticking this down. And there's not. I'm just telling y'all. All right, so now we're going to take a foam adhesive strip, and we are going to follow our rainbow because we don't want to go all the way out because we don't want to use that many of our sequins, okay? But you can bend this foam strip, and then now we're going to turn the corner. We're going to press that down. We're going to need another one. Then we're going to make a sharp turn. We're going to come in as close as we can, really pressing that down. Okay. And then we're going to turn again and finish it off. And we really want to make sure that everything is meeting, okay? Get my snips. And we're going to cut that off. Maybe. And we're going to save that. We don't waste anything around here. Okay, now, when you go to put the little cute little sequins, can I get it on? Oh, it just sparkles. When you go to put those in, you're going to find that they're going to stick to the window sheets, okay? If you have an embossing buddy, you could rub that on there, but you need to do it at this time. This just helps get the static out of your window sheet. I don't always do that. I really don't care because they're in there to shake around and stick and all that. Now we do want to take off our backing, maybe. Come on. At this point, because if you do it after you put the sequins in, they're gonna fly everywhere. So, well, hello, Diane Lockwood. How are you? Okay, so we've got all of our backing off to our foam adhesive strips. So now the fun begins. We're gonna take and we're gonna pinch some of these in here, and you'll be amazed. They stick to you. It's like they have static in them. Jackie, would you make shaker cards? This is kind of a messy thing. I don't know if Jackie would do this. She's not a messy person. And then I kind of just, all right, so let's just kind of spread it out. See if that's enough. Oh, I'm gonna add another pinch. All right, now we're gonna get these all off my fingers. It's really funny. I don't have glue on my fingers. It's just staticky. See if we can get that one in there. Okay, where's our other window sheet? Here it is. We're gonna wipe off this. And then when you go to get this close, remember they're static, these are gonna jump. So I don't wanna say you have to move quickly, but you kinda have to move quickly. Hey, I did pretty good. Now we're just gonna press that down, make sure that all those cute sequins stay inside. Look, one of them is still out. Oh goodness. There we go. We got shakers. Now, since it's so hard to cut this before you put it on, I do like to go back in and trim it off just to get rid of some of that because we want to add our foam adhesive strips again to attach this to our card. So I just take my snips and I just kind of follow it around. The first window sheet is stuck down, so we don't have to worry about that. We're just cutting off the excess. Again, it's my way. It's not, maybe not everybody's way, but it's just what I like to do. Okay, get underneath there. Yeah, I told my daughter Lainey that I was doing a shaker video and she was like, don't send that to Kason. He's the one that got sequins all over her house. You know, when we used to sell glitter, I loved sending the kids card with glitter and she just would get so mad at me. She's like, Mom, don't send them anything with glitter. Renee says, put mine on the card, then put the window on top. Oh, you do? You do it backwards? See, everybody has their own style, my friend. Okay, so now we're ready to bring in our base. And look how fun this is gonna be. Woohoo! Okay, so remember that piece that I told you that we're gonna save? I'm gonna bring that back and I'm actually gonna cut it into fourths or thirds at this point because it's a little bit, and I'm going to add it to the side. if you use dimensionals are not quite as tall. So that's why I use more of the foam strips. But hey, it's your card. You can do whatever you want. Karen says it's like putting sprinkles on cookies at Christmas. It is, isn't it, Karen? I find those little devils all over the kitchen table for months. You know, that's how glitter is too, huh? Find it forever. But yeah, you're right. You find it for months. All right, so I'm trying to get this right. We're gonna go down there. You just want enough to stick to the card. You don't have to go overboard on adding it. Just cut off little pieces. My favorite glue, Babette says, is art glitter glue. Oh yeah, I remember that stuff. I never saw Jackie's answer. Did she say she would do a shaker card like this? All right, we're gonna put one more up here at the top. Okay, so now we're gonna take off our backing on all of our pieces. I just love having nails. There we go. Wonderful colors in the glitter paper, says Jan. It's so pretty. And you know, I was originally, when I made the card, I was gonna do all the different glimmer papers. And then I got stuck with these two colors. And I was like, nah, we're gonna do a two colored rainbow. I know there's no such a thing as that. But you know what? I don't think there's really pink and light blue in a real rainbow anyway. So when we're crafting, we can do whatever we want, huh? All right. I don't think I've ever had trouble getting the backing off of this, but I am tonight. Come on. Did I trim? No, I only trimmed the top layer. I didn't trim the bottom layer of the window sheet. All right, one more. Nope, two more. Correction. Barely art is how it's spelled. Oh, y'all are talking about something else. Renee is always so full of great tips and tricks and ideas. Renee is awesome. She and I met through YouTube, I guess, and she has been so helpful. If you guys have not heard of the Cards for Kids, goodness gracious. Renee has been so awesome about collecting the cards for kids. If you want more information about it, you can find out on my blog. There is a tab under the shop now, but I believe they are due, the cards are due to Renee. Renee, you step in and let me know if you want to extend it, because this is your time, girlfriend, for me to tell people. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this, and my camera is right where my head needs to be, so this may be off just a tad. Let's go over there. Okay. So much fun, so much fun. All right, it's time to do some stamping. Renee says, Jackie says, no, messy. I figured, see, I told you. We're like sisters. I know her. Okay, so we're gonna need a piece of basic white that is, did I say 3/4 of an inch? Yep, 3/4 of an inch. Oh, I shared this tip with you guys, right? Adding a piece of basic white to your ruler so you can read it better, especially under these lights, especially with my old eyes. Yeah, Jackie doesn't do glitter, messy. She's my neat friend. Okay, so now we're gonna do our stamping. Oh, that needs to be about 2 1/4. Let's get that back. 2 1/4. All right, we're gonna use our Memento ink and we're gonna stamp our skinny little sentiment that inspired me to make the whole card. I would love to hear what inspires y'all. You're like, okay, well, Sharon, I don't think it's just one little tiny stamp, but I didn't know what to do with it. So I was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be my inspiration. We are going to do every January and July for Cards for Kids is what Renee is talking about, so that people will always know when they will be due and have time to make a few at a time as they want to. Perfect, Renee. I love that schedule. You know, we started doing it, what was it, last June? All right, where'd my snips go? We started doing it last June, and we do have guidelines. So if you want to participate in Cards for Kids, you do need to go to my blog, click the shop button, and you can download the guides for free. You're not going to have to pay for it. But we do have guidelines for the organization. So you need to make sure that you follow the guidelines, because we don't want you to make a bunch of cards and then we can't use them. So I just trimmed off that skinny little piece of paper, and look how tiny those words are, and just formed a little banner tail. Okay, let me get my card back. I'm gonna put my lid on these sequins, because if they spill, I don't know what I'll use to get those up. All right, let's grab some dimensionals. And we're gonna pop this up with dimensionals. See, I don't have any trouble getting the backings off of these. I just had trouble with the foam adhesive strips. All right, so we're gonna place this, about right here. We wanna leave room at the top because we're gonna add our clouds. I cut out 2 little clouds. Remember, I showed you those earlier. And one of them, we are going to add on with liquid glue. And then the other one, we're gonna add it on with dimensionals. So I'm gonna put, I know y'all gonna ask me where I got that. My friend sent that to me from Canada. So I'm gonna put a little bit of liquid glue. Stampin' Up! Does not sell those. And that's gonna take care of the top of my sentiment layer, you know, because I didn't want it just hanging. And so then this little tiny one, we're gonna put it on with a dimensional. Let's flip that over. And we're gonna use the mini dimensionals because it's a tiny little cloud. And actually, yep, that'd be fine. If you wanted the clouds to actually overlap, then you wouldn't want to put 2 dimensionals. You would just put the 1 and maybe add some adhesive, but we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna have this just kind of touching. Look how cute. Okay, we are almost done with this card. So I have my 2 clouds that we punched out earlier, and we're gonna get our good old liquid glue again, and you can kind of place them there to see where you want them. You could add more dimensionals, but I decided just to stick mine down. And I'm choosing liquid glue because it's sticking to our window sheets, and this really does work best for it. Oh, Nancy says you can get the glue holders on Amazon. Good to know, good to know. I've had that one for so long that I don't ever look for stuff like that anymore because I don't need it. I've got one. Oh, is Lorraine Green joining us tonight? I told her I was gonna show off her card, so she better be watching. I don't know, I haven't seen her name pop up. Okay, so we're just gonna put these side by side. Look how cute. We made a shaker card. Isn't it fun? It is a fun set, And I think when I was a little intimidated with the dies at first. I was like, oh, how does this work? How am I gonna do it? But once I figured it out, and now I've shared it with y'all, don't you think it's fun? Okay, boy, it is amazing how messy my desk can get. Okay. Green glue for the win, says Jackie. You gotta use the green glue. Even I had to admit that, my friend. Okay, so those of you who are my mystery stampers, you're gonna remember that I showed off, this was one of our mystery stamping cards on Mystery Monday from what, 2 weeks ago, I think? So again, I used the window sheet to hold my rainbow, and I used, you can't really see it, but I used the foam adhesive strips and I just bent them. The designer series paper, oh, I wasn't gonna show you all the paper. I can if you need to see it. If you take a shot glass and put hot glue in it, it will hold the cap of the Tombow and you can keep using it. Oh yeah, I have heard that, Renee. Good tip for everybody. Thanks for sharing that. So the designer series paper has clouds in it, and you can punch out the clouds with the punch that we used for this. Yeah, just saying. I shared that before. If you guys need to see that paper, I'm happy to show it to you. Okay, is Lorraine here? I'm glancing one more time to see if she says anything. So Lorraine sent me a card for my birthday. Look how cute. She used the window sheets. Can you see it? Yeah, I loved this card. She actually used the gingham embossing folder. And so it's white on white, but it's a great texture that she added to this card. This paper, everybody always wants to know, what paper is that? What paper is that? The designer series paper is actually the 2021, 2023 in colors, I think. I think that's what it was. But yeah, super cute card. Thank you, Lorraine, for my birthday card. I just loved it. And so you guys send me cards all the time. You never know if any of your cards are going to end up on a YouTube live because you've inspired me. So there you go. There's always that chance. So you take that risk if you send me a card. Okay, I want to see what you guys are saying. I'm going to switch the camera back around. Let's see here. Boop. See, pretty soon I won't have to push that button, right, Jackie? Let me get my chair. The finished product looks great, says Annie. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Oh, you guys love the card. I'm so glad. Ina says she's gonna try it. You go, girl. I know you can do it. I know that, you know, sometimes we just have to see things and you go, well, I can do that. I can do that. So yeah, if you guys make a shaker card, even if you make my old style of shaker card, the one that's on that other video that I told you, please share it. We want to see it. You can't share it on YouTube, I know, but you can share it on my Facebook group, and anybody can join that group. You're all welcome to. So yay, you guys love the card. Nancy says, I think I'm going to make a black pot and put it at the bottom of the rainbow with gold. See, it gets your mind going. You're like, oh, well, what about this and what about that? So yeah. Mary Youngblood says you can ink edge of paper. I didn't say ink blend on the top. Take an ink cube and just run it along the edge. Oh yeah. You can certainly do that. You can take, I don't have a stamp spot right here, but you can always take a stamp pad. Do I have cardstock? Yes, I did. And you can just run it along the edge, just kind of at an angle, and it will color just that. And so it makes it look like a layer. So if you don't like the white on white, you can do that. Absolutely. Yay, Joanne loved my card. Very cute card. Will make a great card for the kids. Absolutely. Now, if you're doing cards for kids, we can't send sequins or glitter. So just keep that in mind. Well, I don't think we can send sequins. Can we, Renee? Anyway, Carol says your card is awesome, but I'm with you, Jackie. They are too messy for me. I've made a few, but definitely not one of my faves. Okay, if this was not one of your faves, go over, search my YouTube channel for shaker cards. Look at the second one that's gonna pop up, because this is gonna be the first one, because I just did it. And you will see the ones that's so easy. Jackie, surely you've made that kind, where you just take the Stampin' Up! Clear envelopes, you put some designer series paper in there, and you put some sequins in, and you seal it up. Tape it up. Okay, I loved your card. Maybe I will try this. Stop it, Jackie, you're teasing. Okay, guys, like I said, the bundle is on low inventory. You know, it'll be back, but if you want this stamp set and bundle to make this kind of card, you better go over and do it now. So anyway, guys, I will be back next Thursday night. Guess what? It's technique class time. Oh yeah. And I said, no, it's not next week. It's the week after. I'm ahead. But the card that I am sharing next week, it's going to go in our technique book. It is so stinking cute, and I came up with it all by myself. I did. You're going to love it. I'm calling it the textured embossed technique. Yeah, it's super fun. I just kind of did it by accident, so I can't wait to share that with you. I will see my mystery stampers back on Monday. Look for your first clue on Sunday. And then I'll be back next Thursday for a technique that's going to get you all ready for February's technique class. So happy stamping, y'all.